Peacekeeping troops in 2016 patrolled a disputed area between Sudan and South Sudan. Albert Gonzalez Farron, Agence France-Presse, Getty Images. The United Nations says 31 allegations of sexual abuse and exploitation by its peacekeepers and civilians working for its agencies were reported in a 3-month period ending in September, almost half of them against those employed to help refugees. Stéphane Dujarric, a United Nations spokesman, said Secretary-General Antonio Guterres is obviously disappointed and saddened that these actions continue. The United Nations has been in the spotlight for several years over allegations of child rape and other sexual abuses by its peacekeepers, especially those based in the Central African Republic and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. In 2016, United Nations figures show there were 80 allegations of sexual exploitation and abuse involving peacekeepers and 65 allegations involving civilian staff, an increase from the previous year. Mr. Guterres announced new measures in March to try to tackle the increase in abuse, including a new focus on victims and bans on alcohol and fraternization for troops. According to Mr. Dujarric, 12 allegations were made against peacekeepers and 19 against civilians working for United Nations agencies between July 1 and September 30. 15 of the allegations involved the Geneva-based United Nations Refugee Agency, which helps people who have fled to another country. The reported victims included at least 24 women and 6 girls, Mr. Dujarric said. He said the United Nations will update its reporting quarterly. Victims in the Central African Republic are receiving medical and psychological assistance, said Jane Connors, the United Nations advocate for the rights of victims. The Code Blue campaign, a watchdog group, reported in September that leaked case files showed egregious mishandling of sexual misconduct allegations against United Nations peacekeepers in the Central African Republic. In some cases, it said, the victims had not been interviewed.